You was good.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Browns and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's all up next.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the NFC champions, the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here now to get us started is Logan Cook. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's 2nd and 8. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Browns need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 9. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now back to throw. That's caught by Tucker. And down inside the 15 he goes. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
That's a great response here in this 1st quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guys scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive if they watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the 1st drive, he comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Here now, 3rd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2nd and 5. The biggest game, the biggest stage, Super Bowl 63, one quarter in the books. 7-all is the score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action about ready to start here. Super Bowl 63. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis bringing you all the action. Here's a 2nd and 5. Second quarter action about ready to start here. Super Bowl 63. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis bringing you all the action. Hands it off out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. They'll look to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Browns have taken the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Flush to his right. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Completion good for 14 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They go play action here on first down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kyle Pitts, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point attempt to come here. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Right back to Njoku. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. 2nd and 4. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw again. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he stays up. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put that one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And they'll start with a short field following that turnover as they look for points here before the break. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. They'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll throw now on the final play. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. These two teams have had plenty of extra time to make their final adjustments, but time's just about up. The final half of the NFL season is upon us. So let's get it back out to our Super Bowl broadcast team. Here's Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 up to the 33. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point. On second down, they'll run it here. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Back to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the stick. To speak, they need to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. They'll try to run this one in. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And, Charles, maybe that's one they had dialed up. Hey, if we're in a 4th and goal situation, we're going to our muscle.
And you can feel the boom, boom, boom all the way up here where we sit. The earth was shaking, and he found his way into the end zone.
Yeah, but that's such a great guy to have around the goal line, isn't it?
Indeed it is. It's a great extra dimension to add to your offense. When you can finish things with power, that's hard for a defense to deal with.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 3 quarters in the books. 1 to go here in Super Bowl 63. And that final frame after this timeout. Time to get down to the nitty-gritty. The 4th quarter here of Super Bowl 63. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the 30. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker from the right hash. This from 48. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Flushed out right. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 9 yards that time. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Shifts by him, and he's going to be stopped at about the 37. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will have a Saints 1st down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the Lombardi Trophy is headed back to the Bayou. The New Orleans Saints, Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just
let's go to the year Super Bowl.
And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
Commissioner Goodell on the podium going to present the Lombardi Trophy to the New Orleans Saints. They are the champions of Super Bowl 63. So that'll do it for another remarkable season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Charles Davis, all of our crew, for all...
Wait, what? What? Wait, what? I don't know what happened. I don't know. Contract extended. Yo, he said, nigga funny as hell. Hold on, let me go smoke. How much time I got to smoke? Oh, I got 15 minutes. This bull crazy. I ain't walking you back from CVS. Not today. Fuck no. Well, I was thinking won that game. Sure.